Hello. So recently I read this book by Suzuki Natsukawa named The Cat Who Saves Book. So this book is literally the treat for all the book lovers. This book is actually a must read for all the book lovers. So the plot of this book is there is a boy named Rintaro who is very nerd type, like he's very silent type guy who used to go to school and he don't used to talk with anyone and used to come back and just read books in his library. And his only family was his grandfather who was running a second hand bookshop named Natsuki Books. So Rintaro used to spend all his time in the bookshop only. He used to read all kind of novels. Rintaro used to follow a regular routine, and so his grandfather. Like his grandfather used to maintain the bookshop. So that was how the life was going out for Rintaro. So one day Rintaro's grandfather dies and Rintaro is left all alone without any family or friends. So he was all alone and sad. He had only a distant aunt which he had never met. So he was all depressed, and after the death of grandfather, in fact the future of the second hand bookshop like Natsuki bookshop was also in trouble. He didn't know, like he thought that he'll have to close the bookshop and just relocate with his aunt. But one fine day he met across a tabby cat, and that tabby cat was actually a talking cat. Its name was Tiger, and he was on a mission to save books, and he asked Rintaro for help. Like he used to acknowledge Rintaro as proprietor, and Rintaro agrees because he didn't have anything better to do. So the two of them, the odd couple, they decide to save books and went through the four labyrinths. So Rintaro and the tabby cat, along with Rintaro's class representative Sayo, who used to genuinely care for Rintaro after his grandfather died. So three of them are on a mission to save books from people who have imprisoned, mistreated, and betrayed the books. Finally, there is a last labyrinth too, where Rintaro is all alone and he has to solve this labyrinth on his own. So how he does that, and whatever goes on in his mind and whatever he has learned from his grandfather and how he enacts it, they are literally a treat to read. Like Rintaro's grandfather used to say that books have tremendous power. So Rintaro, like at the end, he realized what that power is. And this story is literally a heartwarming story about love and how to show courage and how to be empathic towards each other. The best part for me from this book was when Rintaro finds courage and when he decides to live his life all on his own and decide to own all his problems. That was the best part for me. And eventually Rintaro's come out of his bubble and he decides that he'll live his life with all his grandpa's memories, and he decides that he'll take care of the Natsuki bookshop like his grandfather used to. So that was the best part for me.